This is Jasmina, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the heavenly nobleman, and it's one of the symbolic stars. Now, this is one of the best stars you can have, especially if it's in your natal chart. Um, it, your life will be a lot smoother. Won't mean you don't have problems, but you'll have ways to get out of the problems more easily than someone without this. If it occurs in a luck pillar, it is also fantastic to have during those 10 years. Now, different schools use the focus as the day masters, others use the year stem, but most people, most practitioners, even masters say either can be used. So you have the possibility of having 4 different noblemen, depending on that combination of your day master and your year stem. So this is the focus stem. It'll either be the day master or your year stem. And of course, this is in Chinese because it's just too cumbersome to put English in here. But this is yang wood, yang earth, yang metal. Now, yang metal does appear twice. That's true. This is yin wood, yin earth, the 2 fires, the 2 waters, and the 2 metals. And it's yang first, yin second. And this is the goat, the ox, the rat, the monkey, the pig, the rooster, the rabbit, the snake, the horse, and the tiger. And I, of course, read the Chinese. I don't need a translation. But, and like I said, you only need to learn 22 characters. I think you guys can do this. So you need to find, I would first find your day master. It probably will be the stronger one. And then you can look at your year stem. For me, I happen to have a yin wood day master and a yin earth year pillar, or year stem. So I only have these 2, the rat and the monkey. Now, you should also investigate your luck pillars to see if that one of these animals are there. It's possible. And then you know you're in a good 10-year period. Now, if that fails, if you don't have it in your natal chart and it's not in your current luck pillar, you looking for a person who has their year animal being one of your noblemen. This is a person that can help you. So this is like the bottom rung, but this is better than not having anything. Now, I will say this, my PhD advisor and my mentor in interior design were both rats. So it's, well, a little surprising to me that that happens. And they were both rats. I mean, this is just, I'm surprised. There are a couple of other pillars. They must be your day pillar. Any other pillar does not count. It has to be the day pillar. And it must be in one column. So you could have either the fire ox, the fire pig, the water snake, or the water rabbit. And those are just the 4. Now, this isn't terribly widely recognized. It's in a book, and it's supposed to be good. I mean, it's a pretty, I would say, reliable book, but it may or may not work. I don't know anybody who has any of these pillars in their day pillar, so I can't say for sure. So if you have this star, this symbolic star, in your natal chart, these people tend to attain a high status. They're influential. They tend to be wealthy. They enjoy a pretty good life. They will obtain assistance and promotion regularly through their life if they work for others. They also, they tend to, people just want to help them in general. And help them resolve predicaments they happen to get into. Again, this doesn't stop you from having trouble in your, or problems in your life. What it does is it gives you somebody to help you get out of that problem in a much quicker way than people who don't have this. This person tends to be popular, clever, easygoing, because they have a good life, so it's pretty easy to be that way. They also tend to receive appreciation and support easily. People just want to help them. There's something about them, people just feel like they deserve to be helped. Now, also, individuals with this star rarely fall ill. So this is why I say it's a really fantastic star to have, because it doesn't mean your life is problem free, but you just are so much better off, have a much smoother life than people without it. Now, when the element is a resource element, and now this may not make sense, but there's an element that is associated with all the animals, and I'll get to that in just a bit. If that element is a resource element or a favorable element, these advantages here are amplified, made even stronger and better. Now, it does also say, although having one of these heavenly noblemen in your chart is good, two of them is not. Two of them is a negative. Now, it's less clear if you have it in your natal chart and one comes in your luck pillar. It's less clear if that's the second one that screws everything up, but it might. Now, the reason why two of them is not twice as good is that if you have two noblemen and they're both trying to help you, but they have different ideas of how to help you, you are getting conflicting information and you don't know which one to choose. And trying to mix them usually doesn't work. So this is why 2 is not good, 1 is fantastic, 0 is unfortunate. So remember I said that, yes, you have, all the animals have an element associated with them. And so that comes through the main chi of that branch. And a resource element is the element that produces your day master. And a favorable element, you have to go to a Batsa calculator to find this. I know that the Chinese Metasoft Batsa calculator does this. And you can get a free temporary, like 2-week subscription to this. Or you could, if you've already done that and you didn't record things properly, you can also get a relatively cheap 1 month. Just remember to cancel it. And that will help you with this. So the rat and the pig are both water, and this has to come from the 24 mountain ring. This is where it all comes from. The ox, the dragon, the goat, and the dog, which are the storage animals, these are all earth animals. The tiger and the rabbit are wood. The snake and the horse are fire. The monkey and the rooster are metal. So that is the element we're talking about. So if the element happens to be unfavorable, it doesn't weaken your Yi nobleman, it just doesn't strengthen it. It is sort of like the default is that the element is unfavorable. That is sort of just the simple default of what they say is a Yi nobleman. You're just assuming that it's not good. That's why when it is favorable, it is so much better. Now, for a Yinwood Daymaster, it has the rat and the monkey as its two noblemen. The rat is water. Water produces the wood, so that is a resource, so that is okay. And if the Daymaster is strong, the monkey actually controls the wood, but it's favorable. It's usually a favorable element if the Daymaster is strong. Now, if the Daymaster is weak, it is an unfavorable element. So this is why you have to either be able to do this yourself, determine whether you have a weak or strong Daymaster. Just easier to use a calculator. So I'm going to talk some about experience with this formation. My husband actually has this nobleman in his natal chart. And other than the wealthy part of it, it's true. Now, research scientists at universities rarely get wealthy, but he's always had a job. The only ones outside of this was tutoring and a short stint as a janitor. And this was after his PhD. So, and the funding dried up in the field he was in, and so it took time to switch fields. He had to learn some new stuff. And in the intermediate time, he was tutoring, and one of the students he was tutoring got him the job as a janitor. And he was happy to have it because at that time I was still only a graduate student who was barely getting by. Well, I certainly couldn't support both of us. So, you know, but then after a little while, he did get another job and didn't have to be a janitor anymore. And it didn't take terribly long. Now, during another luck pillar with another nobleman, he did have a significant health issue, but he recovered quite quickly from it. And, kind of given the severity of it, it was pretty impressive how quickly he got over it because he had the right help from doctors and speech therapists and people like this. Myself, I don't have any of the heavenly yin nobleman stars in my natal chart, but I am currently in a luck pillar that has the formation. So I'm supposed to be able to find a yin nobleman. But I don't think I have yet, or I have not recognized this person. But I'm only 2 years into the luck pillar, or not even 2 years. So maybe I just haven't found them yet. But as I said before, I have had people who I would consider my noblemen who happen to fit into the right animal sign. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a bit. Now, I would be interested in hearing your take on this formation, whether or not this is in your natal chart or in your luck pillar. Do you actually feel it? Now, remember, this doesn't mean that you are problem free. What it means is when you have a problem, there is somebody or some information from somewhere that you did not know before that helps you to overcome the problem. And that I would also consider getting help from a heavenly yi. Although it could come from other sources, in general, it comes from somebody who has that. Maybe you don't even know that they are your nobleman, but you will find the right information at the right time. Now, if you don't have it in your natal chart and you do not have it in your current luck pillar, then what you need to do is look for a person with one of your Yeet noblemans in their birth year. That's the best place to find it. And of course, you're going to find this person through networking, doing or offering your services, even if it's temporary to them, like for example, the tutoring somebody. That can put you in contact with people that will help you. You can't kind of just expect them to find you. You need to find them. So you have to do some work here. And you have to offer something to them because they need to see that you're serious. They need to see what talents you have. If they are your noblemen, then they will have this connection. And they will be willing to further your skills. That is the kind of like the key. They're trying to help you get better, or they will help you somehow get out of the difficulty you're currently in. Now, don't expect them to offer help to you without you helping them, and especially at the beginning of the relationship. Now, for me, these were always my professors. They just happened to be two that were rats. That's a little surprising. And of course, I took their courses. They could see what my skills were, and I paid attention in class. That is a method of rewarding the, in this case, my nobleman, and they could see what I could do. Now, this is one thing you need to know, especially if your nobleman has an unfavorable element. It may not feel like this person is very helpful in the short run, but they may be tough on you, and they can change your life for the better in the long run, but you don't necessarily see it in the short run. But they do want to help you, and you should accept that help, even if you don't feel like you get along with this person. They can be critical, even nasty, insulting, this kind of thing. But when you look back on your life, you realize these were really important people that help you become a better person. Now, for me, my two noblemen, I do think they were rats. This is a element that produces my daymaster, so it helps. They were not nasty noblemen, but this could be possible that I would come across one. I haven't yet, but I might, because I'm in this monkey nobleman period in my luck pillar. I might find someone like that, and they might not be nice. They could be nasty, but I hope I can find somebody, because it would be very helpful. Now, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. I hope it gave you some hope that no matter what, you can take advantage of this symbolic star. Sometimes it takes a lot more work. Sometimes you're just lucky and it's there. But you can use this no matter who you are. So keep your eyes open and be helpful. That is my recommendation if you don't have it in your natal chart. Thanks again.